Good day and welcome to Fireside with the Chaplain. Today's word of the day is treasure, and I offer you the foundational scripture from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 44, where Jesus speaks these words. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that somebody hid in a field, which someone else found and covered up. Full of joy, the finder sold everything and bought that field. How many of us would have done likewise? Where we invest our hearts reveals what we truly believe is worth everything. Yeah, treasure means something valued so deeply that it shapes our priorities, decisions, and devotion. That which we are willing to sacrifice to obtain or protect. Every culture teaches us to pursue treasure. Some define it as success, some financial stability, others influence, status, or recognition. From an early age, we are encouraged to gather things that promise security and fulfillment. Yet Jesus offers a radically different vision of treasure. Let's unpack this a little deeper. In Matthew 13:44, the treasure's hidden. It is not flashy or publicly displayed. It is discovered by someone attentive enough to recognize its worth. The remarkable part of the parable in and of itself is simply not finding the treasure. It is in the response to finding it. The individual sells everything not out of desperation, but out of joy. Wow. This joy changes the meaning of sacrifice. What appears to others as loss becomes gain to the one who understands the value of what has been found. From a spiritual sense, treasure represents what captures our deepest loyalty. The kingdom of heaven is not merely a future destination. It is the present experience of living in alignment with God's purpose, love, and presence. When we encounter God's transforming grace, our priorities begin to shift. Compassion matters more than competition. Purpose outweighs prestige. Faith becomes more valuable than fear. In our modern context, filled with constant noise, comparison, and pressure, it is easy to overlook the treasures already placed before us. Relationships, our own spiritual growth, opportunities to serve one another, moments of peace, and a quiet assurance that God walks alongside us. The treasure of God's kingdom does not diminish life. It actually clarifies it. You see, it invites us to live with intentionality. It invites us to love generously and pursue what lasts beyond temporary circumstances. The real question is not whether treasure exists. The question is whether we recognize the treasure when God reveals it, and whether we are willing to align our lives around it. Here's some questions to ponder. Number one, what does your daily habits reveal about what you truly treasure? Number two, what might God be inviting you to release so that you can embrace something greater of spiritual value? And number three, How can you demonstrate joy today because of the treasure you have found in God? Now, if you forget everything I've said, here's what I like for you to take away from this word, treasure. True treasure is found not in what we possess, but in the life we discover with God. The word of the day is treasure. If you have been challenged, if you have been encouraged, and if you have been inspired, I ask that you hit the button, share it, share it, share it to any and everybody you can think of. At Focus and Vision Ministries, we believe that it takes one word to change somebody's life. If you are a supporter of Focus and Vision Ministries, I want to take this moment to say thank you. Thank you for treasuring the word that we're putting out, and our hope is that your life is being changed. If you are contributing to us in a financial way, in any other way, I thank you, and I invite those of you who are not. Click the link below. See how we are coming alongside people and communities and equipping them to thrive. And we believe that thrive means to be doing the best you can with what you have in the situations that you're in. Until we meet again next time, may God be with you and may you be well.